can't help but watch when she plays, where she's shooting from, the range, the confidence, the flair. Like, she's a performer.
Stephen Curry, one of the greatest basketball players of all time, has weighed in on the rising star of women's basketball, Couldnt Clark. What does the NBA MVP think about the NCAA champion's incredible skills and impact on the game? Let's dive in and find out. Stephen Curry, the Golden State Warriors star, has shared his thoughts on Iowa sensation Couldnt Clark, who had been drawing frequent comparisons to him due to her exceptional shooting ability, and after she surpassed his NCAA Division I single-season three-point record earlier in March this year. Join us till the end of this video as we reveal what Curry had to say about Couldnt Clark. While Curry acknowledged her incredible shooting range, he didn't, however, like that these comparisons were being made. He said the comparisons overlooked the other dimensions of her game. "I've been watching from afar and understanding just how much of a power she is out there on the court," Curry said during his appearance on CBS Mornings. "The cool part is the way that she plays, and her range and the level of difficulty on her shots is obviously a very close comparison to the way that I play. But I think it almost robs her of like the rest of her game because she's such a good floor general. She has her overall floor game. She's racking up close to triple-doubles every night. Her shooting ability is her superpower, but the rest of her game is as polished as that, so this is must-see TV." Curry's remarks came after Clark made headlines by surpassing his own NCAA Division I single-season three-point record earlier in the month. Clark had become a household name, dominating the women's college basketball scene and drawing large audiences with her stunning performances. In addition to breaking Curry's record, Clark etched her name in the history books by becoming the all-time leading scorer in NCAA Division I history, surpassing LSU legend Pete Maravich's long-standing record of 3,667 career points. A large part of Clark's success can be attributed to her prowess from beyond the arc, with many comparing her deep-range shooting to that of Curry's in the NBA. Clark's frequent logo-range shots had become a signature move, and she made them look effortless. Curry, who had set his own record of 162 made three-pointers during his time at Davidson in the 2007-08 season, watched as Clark eclipsed his total during Iowa's dominant 95-62 win over Penn State in the Big Ten Women's Tournament quarterfinals. Her ability to consistently knock down shots from deep had propelled her to superstardom. But as Curry pointed out, her contributions went far beyond just shooting. Clark's remarkable play had not only led the Iowa Hawkeyes to the NCAA title game in 2023, but had also been instrumental in elevating the popularity of women's college basketball. In the 2023-24 season, Iowa sold out every home game for the first time in the program's history. Her impact extended beyond Iowa, as she helped sell out multiple Big Ten road games, drawing large television audiences. For example, the Big Ten championship game between Iowa and Nebraska, aired on CBS, drew over 3 million viewers and peaked at 4.45 million during overtime. Curry expressed his admiration for the energy and excitement that Clark had brought to the game. "I love what Clark has done for women's basketball in terms of when she shows up, the seats are filled, and there's a different energy," he said. Curry had been actively involved in bridging the gap between men's and women's basketball. Earlier this year, during NBA All-Star Weekend, he took part in a three-point contest with New York Liberty star Sabrina Ionescu. It was the first time a WNBA player had been featured in an NBA All-Star event of this kind. Although Curry narrowly won the contest, 29-26, talk of a rematch with Ionescu had already begun. Both players hinted at the possibility of future competitions, and when asked about Couldnt Clark potentially joining them for the next contest, neither Curry nor Ionescu gave a direct answer, but both suggested they already had their partners in mind. Shortly after, Clark was drafted into the WNBA, and her magic continued. Couldnt Clark in the WNBA. Couldnt Clark was drafted as the #1 overall pick by the Indiana Fevers, and her rookie season has seen her take on an extraordinary amount of responsibility, arguably more than any other rookie in this class. Her role with the Indiana Fever goes beyond scoring, as she is required to be the team's primary playmaker, a role that demands quick decision-making and the ability to elevate the game of those around her. Although she has not had the same offensive dominance she showed in the Big Ten, Clark has adapted to the high level of competition in the WNBA. She's also faced relentless defensive pressure, more than perhaps any rookie in league history, but she has still managed to leave a significant mark on the court. The Fever needed a skilled floor general to distribute the ball to key players like reigning Rookie of the Year Aaliyah Boston and forward Nalissa Smith, along with guards Kelsey Mitchell and Katie Lou Samuelson. Clark has stepped into this role seamlessly, setting the tone for Indiana's offense. Not only has she broken the Fever's single-season assist record, but she also secured the first triple-double by a rookie in WNBA history. In a standout performance, she broke Courtney Vandersloot's single-game assist record by dishing out an incredible 19 assists just before the mid-season break. At the 2024 All-Star Game, Clark nearly broke Sue Bird's record for assists in the event, finishing one shy of the mark. Although she could have returned to the court to claim the record, Clark chose to step aside to allow teammate Arike Ogunbowale to continue her hot streak. This selfless decision highlighted Clark's team-first mentality, a rare quality in a young player with such high expectations. Clark currently leads the league in assists, with the Fever jumping from 11th to 6th place in the team assists category, a direct reflection of her impact. Although her teammates are still adjusting to her fast-paced, unpredictable passes, they are slowly learning to anticipate her signature behind-the-back bounces and clever feeds. In fact, over her last 9 games, Clark has consistently posted double-digit assists, contributing to 7 double-doubles in that span. Her rookie campaign is shaping up to be one for the ages. If her current pace holds, she will break the rookie assist record set by legendary point guard Ticha Penicheiro in 1998, 7.5 assists per game, and join an elite group of rookies who average 6 or more assists per game. Even greats like Sue Bird and Dawn Staley didn't accomplish that in their first seasons. Furthermore, Clark's average would rank as the 5th best in WNBA history, behind only seasons from Vandersloot during her prime from 2018 to 2021. While team success doesn't usually weigh heavily in the Rookie of the Year debate, it's impossible to ignore the impact Clark has had on the Indiana Fever. In just 3 months, she has sparked a remarkable turnaround for the franchise, bringing them within 2 wins of tying their 2023 record. With just a few games left, the Fever have a realistic chance of finishing with their best record since 2016, a season in which Tamika Catchings was still on the roster. Clark's leadership has been pivotal, especially in key victories over top-tier teams like the New York Liberty and Minnesota Lynx. Among rookies, Clark leads in nearly every statistical category. She outpaces Angel Reese in scoring by almost 4 points and has a shooting line of 40.5% from the field, 32.7% from 3, and 89.1% from the free throw line. Her free throw percentage is the highest among rookies attempting at least 1 per game, and she's tied with Reese for the most steals at 1.5 per game. In blocks, Clark ranks 4th with 0.8 per game, doubling Reese's average. On top of that, Clark is managing the steep learning curve of being a rookie point guard on a team that has struggled for the past 5 years. Despite that pressure, she continues to shatter franchise and league records on a weekly basis, making her one of the greatest rookie point guards the WNBA has ever seen. But while Caitlin Clark's achievements have been nothing short of spectacular, critics are also quick to point out her turnover rate, which stands as the highest in the league at 5.6 per game. Alyssa Thomas ranks 2nd in turnovers with 3.6, but her turnover ratio is much lower, falling in the bottom third of the league. This statistic will be a significant factor for voters to consider when assessing Clark's overall performance. Clark's high turnover numbers are partly due to her bold playmaking style, as she attempts passes most players wouldn't even consider. However, her aggressive approach has been a double-edged sword, leading to costly mistakes. Even during her college career, Clark consistently averaged over 4 turnovers per game, indicating that this is an area she has always struggled with. Additionally, Clark's three-point shooting has not been as effective as it was during her college days. Her 32.7% from beyond the arc places her 47th in the league, a significant drop from the near 40% she posted during her junior and senior years at Iowa. While her deep shooting remains a threat, she hasn't been hitting those iconic logo threes with the same consistency, which has drawn criticism from fans and analysts alike. Clark is also held to an exceptionally high standard due to her college success. Because she makes difficult plays look easy, when she falters, she's often judged more harshly than her peers. Her rookie stats, though impressive, don't tower over the competition in the way they did in college, and that could turn out detrimental in her pursuit of the Rookie of the Year award. But how good do you think Clark's rookie season has been so far? Let us know in the comments section below.